FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey Sports Station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Corwell Health Sports Desk, this is 97.1 The Ticket.
Lions star Jameson Williams finding himself at the center of another off-field incident. A report by WXYZ-TV in Detroit reporting the detainment and release of J-Mo for a concealed firearm in a vehicle back on October 8th during a late-night traffic stop. The Lions say they are aware of everything. Williams told them immediately. He has hired a lawyer and says that there was respect and cooperation with the police officers and will continue to do so. Dan Campbell talked about Williams exactly a week ago after his PED suspension was revealed.
At the next light, turn right.
And unfortunately, you got to pay for your sins, you know, and maybe he lost his grip, but he'll climb back up again. That road's still there. It's tied to us, and he'll be just fine.
And worth noting, the current incident happened before the incident that Campbell was addressing. The Big Ten says no punishment coming over the scuffle at the end of the Michigan-MSU game from last Saturday night. The site was obscured on video, and the inability to single out the actions of a specific player, despite Michigan State requesting an investigation into sportsmanship violations. Meanwhile, MSU basketball wrapping up their in-state preseason games with an 85-67 win over
At the light,
State
use the right lane to turn onto 5 Point Street.
Scoring 12 points. Jackson Kohler had 9 and 11 rebounds. Xavier Booker with 10. And the Yankees avoid being swept out of the World Series. A third-inning grand slam by Anthony Volpe and a 5-run eighth held off the Dodgers in an 11-4 win for New York. They still need 3 more games in a row in order to take the series, beginning with...
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto Vassar Drive.
Desk. I'm Chris Villar. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, Costa and Jansen with Heather on 97.1 The Ticket.
And away we go on a Wednesday. Jim Costa, John Jansen, Heather Park, Gov, and Greg behind the glass. We got the power surge coming up in a half hour, but the story today. Detroit police
In half a mile, turn right onto Vassar Drive.
after a gun was found in his car earlier this month. John, I'm doing this stuff again.
It's so easily preventable. It's so easily preventable. Just get your CPL. His brother had it, and if that happens, okay, you still get pulled over, and you give your license, your identification. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, you're up. Please proceed on your way. That's as simple as that. And so it's unfortunate that it's really unfortunate. It's been a tough month for J-Mo.
We're going to go through all the details today. We'll have open lines. We, of course, want everybody's reaction to it. To me, I think it's ironic. There's this belief that J-Mo has the world out to get him, and the mean media is trying to get him in trouble. He asked for and actually received.
Turn right onto Vassar Drive. Then take the first left onto Brady.
Where everybody's out to get him. In fact, it appears he had a guardian angel. Let him just kind of, hey, nothing to see here. Just go on your merry way.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Brady. Then the destination is on your left.
By the sheriff/lieutenant, and now that's being investigated. John, can you say that if he had a CPL, everything's good?
Yeah.
Just break it down for people. His brother has a CPL, and I saw some try to argue that his brother could transport both guns, his and J-Mo's. The problem is,
As soon as J-Mo says,
my gun,
that's my gun, now it doesn't cover it.
right. And if
His brother-
he could be traveling with a gun, J-Mo can,
Yeah.
without a CPL, but it can't be,
It can't be accessible.
Right.
It's got to be locked up.
and it was under his seat.
Yeah. So obviously it's
That's
accessible.
accessible. And I'm
So,
assuming
yeah.
loaded. We don't have that detail, but
And if you are walking down the street,
The destination is on your left.
have it, you know,